Health Check is presented to you by the Medical City.
Top of the day, everybody. Welcome to Health Check. I am joined by two wonderful local ladies who have dedicated their lives, their efforts, their craft to helping us in the community understand the importance of breastfeeding between mother and baby. It's good for the for both mother and child. It has economic benefits as we're going to get into. But we have here Adelina Portela. She is the WIC breastfeeding guru, as I understand it, the unofficial title.
Okay.
And very, very humble, but you are doing wonderful work. And then Dr. Toledo, who is also over at Public Health, getting the word out because August is Breastfeeding Awareness Month. So, ladies, thank you for joining me this week.
Thank you, Jason. And good morning, everyone.
Okay, I guess I'd like to start out by talking about the fact that that breastfeeding education and outreach was so prevalent when I was a young person, and they talked to expectant mothers, current mothers, and they emphasize the importance of breastfeeding in a variety of reasons and everything. Addie, has that changed over the years, and do fewer women actually breastfeed their children in the modern day?
Yes, Jason. Unfortunately, it has declined, and CDC even says a steady decline in any and exclusive breastfeeding from month to month indicates that breastfeeding families may need stronger systems of support to reach their breastfeeding goals. So which just means that our community, we have to work together so that we can have this breastfeeding as a norm practice in our community.
And I guess it means job security for the both of you ladies and everyone on your team, because that is why we are here, to help get the word out not only about the importance of breastfeeding, but also all of the different outreach and activities, right, Doc, that you guys will be participating in throughout this month.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, and may I add too, it has kind of plateaued. The data now is kind of plateaued because of our efforts as well. But yeah, 10 years before, it was really high, but then breastfeeding is now kind of declining, and that has plateaued. And which now that we are celebrating a Breastfeeding Awareness Month, and the World Health Organization is really enforcing or have this theme that breastfeeding works even for the moms, the working moms, because I guess that's also part of the decline. We have a lot of career women now, career mothers. And so breastfeeding is, they're thinking, it's kind of difficult for me to breastfeed while I'm at work, but there are ways to do it. And so
I'm sorry, nobody's that busy where you cannot breastfeed your young person.
Exactly. Yeah, and the theme now for the Breastfeeding Awareness Month is let's make breastfeeding and work. So whether you're at work, you can still you can still pump your milk and then feed it to your kid when when you're at home. So there are ways to do it because human milk is really important. It is very superior than the infant formula milk.
Well, please go into the science about that. Why is breastfeeding from a mother's natural milk so much more advantageous, to store-bought formula? Because they even talk about how it increases the bond between mother and baby.
Right. Not just the bond, but it's natural. We have our immune system. We have antibodies in there. So the mom's antibody goes to the milk and it goes to the infant, to the newborn baby. And we know that the newborn is so vulnerable. They don't have antibodies yet. So it really protects the infant. It really protects the child. And so we are really enforcing that new moms, you should really give your milk to your kid, as this will protect your kid. And it also has benefits to the mothers as well. When you breastfeed, there are data and studies that shows that when you breastfeed, it also protects the mothers, diabetes and other health issues.
Okay, and dads out there, make sure that you encourage your very special ladies to breastfeed, because I know a lot of fathers want to get involved and they say, what can I do to help and everything? You can be supportive. That's probably the best thing you can do if you're a dad.
And that's where Addie comes in and her peer support
Okay, and
program.
Addie, you were doing wonderful work. So can we talk about what you have kind of phrased as the 3Gs to success? I'm going to bring up this graphic, and I love this. So what are the 3Gs?
Okay, number one, get information to make an informed decision. Number two,
And
get
that's what you
support.
wonderful people are doing right now throughout August, right?
Right. And this informed choice, like Dr. Shea, he likes breastfeeding, but he always says, it's the mom's choice. It is. So even at WIC, we give information. You go talk to your doctor, you read up about it. So be informed so you can make an informed choice. The second G is get support. Identify who is your support group. Make sure that they're on board with you before you deliver the baby. What are we going to do? Who's going to do the shopping? Who's going to do laundry? So we encourage our moms to get the support they need, because after you deliver a baby, you need at least 6 weeks to get up on your feet. And the third G is get into action. When you're deliver the baby, get your skin to skin, learn how to latch the baby. If you need help to latch the baby, if you need a check if you're doing it right, you can give us a call, and there's help in the community that would actually do home visits. We in WIC also do home visits if the mom asks us to visit them at their home.
Now, speaking of the WIC program, because for it's so wonderful, and you go to the store, and the products that are covered under WIC are very visibly marked and everything. What types of products could you find, like maybe in a grocery store or other or elsewhere, that are WIC friendly?
Well, first of all, this we have our EBT, our electronic benefit transfer. So each of the products, or each of our clients, they have a tailored food package. But then those products that you see that are WIC approved, it is approved by our nutritionists, by our public health nutrition specialists. So basically, those are rich in proteins, calcium, and all the vitamins that you need. And that's why you see in the vegetable area, you have those there. So those are WIC approved, and you have the beans, those are WIC approved as well. And cereals for the kids.
And
What
there's
else?
nothing wrong with everybody watching this with those cereals that are way in the bottom
Right.
shelf. Some of those cereals
Yeah.
are very, very good. They're very tasty.
Yeah.
Do not
Yeah.
neglect the cereals that are on the bottom shelf.
Yeah, so there's really a lot of WIC approved products. Like we have our infant foods, we have cereals, and then fruits and vegetables as well. So
And in addition, Jason, the food package we give our breastfeeding moms are actually what we call a deluxe food package, because they're double in quantity, double in eggs, double in bread. Eggs is very expensive, so that's our deluxe food package. So we encourage mom and promote breastfeeding by giving them more food, healthy food that they need, so their body can provide for their babies.
And one of the points that you've made abundantly clear, ladies, this morning is the power of education and making sure that people know what's going on. And to that point, there are WIC breastfeeding classes, as I understand it, that are being held. Yeah, let's talk about that.
Okay, so in WIC, we have every Tuesdays in Tizen at 3 p.m. We have a class, and it's open to the public, not just to our WIC moms. And on Thursday in Dedido at also 3 o'clock. Sagumanyago has also classes that they offer. And also we have someone, Rebecca Prasad, is from the Navy, and she also conducts classes virtually or face-to-face or one-on-one. And she also does home visits.
Very nice. And then Doc, I guess we'll go ahead and put a bow on this, because this is a wonderful, wonderful topic we're talking about. And because August is just starting, we're going to touch base with you many times throughout August to make sure that people get the word out there. We'll do all we can to help. But what are some of the most common questions that you get, as a medical practitioner about breastfeeding from the community?
well, just to clarify, I am not a clinician. I'm the health Health Services Administrator of the Week program, but I have an MD. Yeah, most commonly about you were asking about what are the questions moms would ask with regards to breastfeeding.
Mhm.
Well, probably if they have issues like they would say, oh, my milk is not coming out. The baby is not getting as much milk as they would want because they are still crying, because there might be some conditions that are medical conditions, but there are ways to address that, because it's very natural for moms, for postpartum women, that they will be producing milk. They are in that lactation phase, and how to express that is, of course, we have ways. The babies really need to latch on to it and stimulate that, so eventually it will just come out. The first several days of giving birth, that's where you produce a lot of milk, so the breast would really be engorged, and of course moms would be uncomfortable because there might be some pain, and those are the some of the issues that they ask doctors or our breastfeeding gurus about that.
All right. I want to encourage all women out there, dads too. Again, like let's
Yes.
let's incorporate the men in the family into this.
Yeah.
To continue to ask those questions, make sure that you acquire the information that you seek, because that's what Addie and Dr. Sid are here to provide you with, as well as their team over at Public Health. So, ladies, you are doing an absolutely fantastic job. Happy Breastfeeding Awareness Month,
Okay.
and it is a very,
Jason.
very happy time because we're educating.
Viva!
Thank you, Jason.
Actually, Addie, can I get you? I know you've got a wonderful T-shirt on for this occasion. Can we get a look at your shirt?
Stand up, breastfeeding protects.
And very dramatic too. Very nice.
Thank you.
So breastfeeding protects, and that's the one takeaway that everybody's got to learn from this. So Addie Portela and Dr. Sid Toledo over at the Department of Public Health. Ladies, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Jason.
All right. Have a wonderful day.
Viva breastfeeding.
Viva breastfeeding.
Mom.
Health Check is presented to you by the Medical City.